Are you carrying too much baggage into your relationship? I'm Lisa, Love and Marriage Guide, and we bring a lot of baggage into our relationships. There's no judgment, it's just what we do. So baggage could be wounds, injuries, traumas, burdens, unprocessed life lessons, stuff. Could be debt, could be actual things. And over time, it overloads and wears down our relationship. In the beginning, we see each other's stuff spilling all over this place, and we help each other out. We want to help each other out. It's just what we do when we see each other struggling. And in the beginning, we're usually pretty successful in doing that. But as the relationship progresses, we sometimes take on more stuff. If we're not good about knowing our own boundaries, we'll take on too much stuff. And then our partner has to pay for it. And so sometimes we get overwhelmed and we throw stuff at our partners. And sometimes we take on too much for our partners. And we don't realize how it's accumulating for us or our partners until maybe one of us gets sick, or injured or depressed or has an affair or develops an addiction. And even then we might not see how our taking on too much is affecting our relationship. So what can we do so that we don't overburden ourselves and our relationship? Number one, we can start by looking at our stuff. And this can be mental stuff, emotional stuff. It can be actual physical stuff. And we can look at it and we can say, what is the stuff that we feel overburdened by? What feels heavy to us? And is there something that we need to attend to? Because the first thing we need to do is pay attention to it, acknowledge it, feel whatever feelings are coming up for us, and then let those feelings tell us what we need to do. So first we need to look at it. Number two, we can ask ourselves, is it something that we can let go of? So is it something that if it is something that we can let go of, we can find a way to let go of it. If it's not, we can ask ourselves, is it ours to hold in the first place? Because sometimes we're holding stuff for other people. And what part of it do we have control over, and what part of it don't we have control over? And what can we do to make it lighter? So sometimes we hold stuff for our parents. For example, none of us really likes to see our parents struggling or hurt or sad or depressed or grieving or in pain. We don't want to see our parents in pain. So sometimes as small children, we will take on their stuff and think that it's ours. We think that it's our job to take care of it. And that's too much for us. It's too big for us, and it's too burdensome for us. And we sometimes are not even conscious of how we do that. And I found that family constellations is a really great way to help us to identify the things that we've taken on that really don't belong to us, and to let go of them and give them back to the people that they belong to in a compassionate way. And they're not even there. There's just representatives for them. So it doesn't hurt your relationships. It only helps your relationships. And also, we aren't meant to hold on to stuff. We're not meant to hold on to emotions. We're not meant to hold on to things. We're not meant to hold on to illness. We like to get these labels that tell us what's wrong with us and what we can do to fix it. But actually, like, most of what happens to us is really just supposed to move through us and inform us. And it's not supposed to stay. We need to learn how to feel it and let it go. Okay. And we also want to be able to do this on our planet, because we have overloaded our planet with all the things that we take on as ways of escaping or avoiding. We just accumulate more and more stuff that's hurting the planet, and it's hurting us, and it's hurting each other. So how can we live more lightly on this planet and let go of things that are burdening us, that are burdening our relationship, and that are burdening the earth?